Damn, when Molly was getting freaky, about to get that stroke, her mom was having an actual stroke. That's crazy. All right, welcome to Taste Take. If you're new here, I'm doing a season 5 Insecure recap and review every week. If that's something you're into, hit that subscribe button for your boy. For my regular Taste Takers, let's see if this episode was live number 5. Get it? I said it live, and it's called Surviving. Never mind. You know the drill. Supersonic JJ Fad recap of episode 4. Episode 4 is when we have that beach party that Nathan and the shop put on. Issa's word vomit when trying to have a conversation with Nathan, and getting exposed for not knowing how to play spades. We get earthquake number 1, pizza in the sand, and the party moves to the bar. Car ride for the fellas. Nathan's getting dragged for being in Issa's friend zone. Car ride for the ladies. Issa's still getting dragged on Twitter by Crenshaw, and Molly suddenly finds out that Risha is not sleeping with Nathan. We get to the bar and Nathan's cousin Thomas pulls up with his wife Velma. Weird sexual tension between Velma and Nathan. I got my eye on you two. Nathan's boy finds out about that Jason Derulo party. They pull up and of course everybody can't get in. Nathan's cousin's not down to wait, so he's about to bounce. Nathan stops him, and that's when we find out that it was actually Thomas that wanted him out the house and not Velma. Which I bet he wanted him out the house because he was smashing his wife. No, I'm just kidding. But maybe. I'm just kidding. But maybe. Last scene of the episode, and we get Issa and Nathan telling each other that they don't want to just be friends, even though I think that's exactly what she wants. Either way, they kiss, insert earthquake number 2, and that's episode 4. Alright, so boom, episode 5, written by Laura Cottrell and directed by the one and only Kerry Washington, who also directed an episode on season 4. Remember the episode when Issa finds out that Nathan is bipolar? Yeah, and then they have that game night where they pull up on Molly and Asian Bae, and then Molly, who's supposed to be texting Asian Bae, actually texts Issa about Issa. So awkward. Good episode. So yeah, she's back, season 5. Episode 5 is called Surviving Okay, and if it was based on the intro, it should have been called Riding Okay, because Molly surely is riding the hell out of some dude's face. No one knows who this fellow is, but it's just more evidence that Molly's out here living her best life. And shout out to the actor who plays Face Ride Guy. Dude's probably been going on audition after audition. You made it, man. Then you got to tell your mom you got cast on Insecure. She called the whole family over, everybody watching, and they just see Molly riding your face into Middle Earth. Sheesh. Hollywood is a weird place. But congrats to that guy. It might not get him an Emmy, but it's going to get him at least 3 to 4 Hey Big Head texts. So, it's a win. Anyway, when they finish, well, I guess when she finished, she sees all these missed calls and texts from her family. Turns out her mom had a stroke. At the same time you was, okay. So we get to the hospital and Molly's family is all there waiting for news from the doctor. Nice line here from Molly's brother where he remembers that the last thing he told his mom was that her dressing wasn't hitting like it usually do. Then the doctor finally comes out and delivers the driest, you guys should go say your goodbyes, that I ever heard. Like there's no way a real doctor would come out with that kind of energy. Also, don't call the episode Surviving Okay and then kill off Molly's mom in the first 5 minutes. But sure enough, this VR Troopers version of a hospital got Molly's family saying goodbye to the wrong black lady. Don't ask me how this happens. The real family shows up, which did low-key look like Molly's family in the multiverse. Another nice line here from Molly's brother where he tells them, sorry for your upcoming loss. The doctor clears it up and explains that Molly's mom is in stable condition, but still unconscious. The show flips over to Issa, who's hanging at Nathan's crib. This dude is walking around in his undies, bringing his woman coffee, living his best light-skinned life. This poor guy has no idea Issa's about to go full Issa on him, but I'm gonna let him be great. This dude is so in love, he's brushing hair that he barely has. Anyway, awkward Issa doesn't know what to do with herself because she got the day off and she doesn't know how to tell Nathan that she wants to hang with him because she says she wants to take it slow. So they decide to take over Molly's reservations for dinner because Molly's a high flake risk. We all got that one friend. So when Issa calls Molly to let her know about the new plans with her reading ass, that's of course when she finds about all the drama with her mom. Nathan, of course being the captain of the Friend Zone Express, agrees to drive her to the hospital. This man has no idea. Anyway, Issa finds Molly at the hospital and she's just figuring out if there's anything she can do to help her out. She offers to go to her crib and get her a change of clothes because she's still wearing that dress from the I was just riding a nigga's face fall collection. But before going to her crib, she offers to just trade clothes right now. So Molly jumps into Issa's sweater and jeans, and Issa puts on the dress. Another nice line here where Issa asks if Molly was smashing in the dress. Molly's like, yeah. And Issa's like, me too. Nathan, being the CEO of Friend Zone Enterprises, comes back to the hospital to then take Issa over to Molly's house. That's where they find this dog, Flavor Flav, which I think I hate as a dog name, and also is actually disrespectful to the dog. Anyway, Nathan is like, yo, we gotta walk this dog. So they take this dog on a walk, and in the middle of the walk, Issa's mom calls her back on FaceTime. Naturally, when Issa found out about Molly's mom, Issa and Nathan both called their moms. Also, call your moms. Don't wait for emergencies. Just call your moms. But here, maybe we have the highlight of the whole episode where Wendy Raquel Robinson steals the show with a fire scene, giving Issa a hard time about who she's over there looking at. She's like, is that your boyfriend? And before Issa could even tell her to chill out, Nathan's like, yup. Poor guy. He has no idea. Either way, very realistic scene, and Wendy's perfect. Speaking of Wendy, is anyone watching the new game? Like the show? Imagine me paying for Paramount Plus and never watching it. I'm gonna watch a couple of these episodes and get back to y'all next week. Hold me to that. Back at the hospital, and Molly's family starting to stress her out. Nice little scene here from Molly's aunt, who wants to set up a speakerphone prayer, and Molly's like, just tell him to text it. Okay, Molly, you got one off. Then Torian from her job calls, and he's like, what's up with some work thing? And she's like, damn, I forgot. What does that do again? And he's like, look, if you can't do it, I could just have so-and-so help you with it. And of course, Super Molly doesn't want to say, look, bruh, my mama just had a whole stroke out here. I might need some time. So she declines the help, and I'm sure that in 2 to 3 episodes, we're going to find out that she never does set assignment. Back to Issa and Nathan. Somehow, in the middle of Nathan borderline shading Issa, this dog Flavor Flav has somehow taken the collar off of his leash and escaped. Which, I don't have a dog, but word. I mean, I guess if that dog could use the microwave, it could take the collar off. Either way, that's neither here nor there. Now they're on the hunt trying to find this dog so that Issa doesn't have to give Molly more bad news. Speaking of Molly, now we're back at the hospital and the staff is asking Molly about her mom's medical history. They ask her, has she ever had a stroke before? And Molly's like, nope. And her dad is like, well, actually, first of all, if that was my family and you want to take your little mac and cheese recipe to the grave, do you. But what we're not going to do is keep stroke secrets. Then you got the nerve to not finish your will. I can see if y'all felt all young and healthy and just didn't get around to it. But after a stroke scare and y'all still lacking, unacceptable. I had a bad flu once and I almost called the lawyer to get my affairs in order. I got better though. Anyway, the doctor tells Molly that the situation is very serious and her mom might be looking at possible paralysis. WebMD Molly tells the doctor to check it again, which I hope she's cool when she's at work and a non-lawyer tells her to check her work again. Back to Issa and Nathan, for whatever reason, the dog finds its way back because the dog is smart, I guess. Issa's very thankful that Nathan is so boring, he got no life, and is able to help her through this tragedy. Then she says, that's why I love you. But is that the same energy as saying, I love you? It was kind of like the energy when someone surprised you with Chipotle and you're like, damn, that's why I love you. It was like a Chipotle level of love, not like a I love you, I love you. I don't know. That's what I heard. It didn't sound like a lovey-lovey. It sounded like a lovey. Just one lovey. Either way, he didn't say it back, so I'm sure Issa will be overreacting to that for the next week. She's back now in the hospital with Molly, uplifting her like a good friend would. Another nice line here about never giving the outfit back. Last scene of the episode here, and it was the craziest. Issa goes out to give Molly some coffee, and who does she see all up in the hospital? Freaking Condola Virus, Lawrence, and baby Elijah. But does Issa think fast enough to run and hide? Nope. She's just staring like a creep, and of course, Lawrence sees her. Issa, if you don't figure it out, it's been a week. It's been 1 freaking week. Figure it out. And that's the end of the episode. So what's my take? Okay. After last week's snooze fest, I think we're getting back on track here. I'm not going to say this episode was jam-packed with action, but I will say it's littered with a lot of good lessons. The first lesson, of course, being black people need to take care of their health. Get your freaking physicals and check stuff. A lot. I understand not wanting your family to worry about you having a stroke, but imagine how worried they're going to be when your second one takes you to the upper room. That's heaven. And she told you how many times to do that will? Like, I don't want that kind of I told you so. I don't need that dead I told you so where now I'm fighting with my brother at the funeral over who gets the air fryer. Then we learned about trying to play Superman or Superwoman. Equality. Molly's trying to prove that she's the rock of this family. She can handle the medical decisions. She can handle the financial decisions. She can handle her job. She's refusing to just sit down and let all this stuff process. We know what's going to happen. She will crumble. It's just a matter of time. Last two lessons. First, of course, never answer your mom's FaceTime call without headphones around your new man. And second, if your boys tell you you're in the friend zone, just listen to them. Like, you can just listen to them. Like, I know you don't want to listen, but if you just listen to them, you could just always listen. I'm going to give Insecure Season 5, Episode 5, 4 stars. Solid episode here with a lot of important themes. And as heavy as the topics are that are discussed in this episode, they still find a way to make it funny. And for me, that's how you win. Molly's brother in that damn dressing, Molly's aunt in that damn phone a prayer, and of course, the episode's MVP, Issa's mom. I think in the weeks to come, we're gonna get more information about Nathan's dad. Maybe that's where they're gonna say his mental health issues stem from, because his dad was so mean. We shall see. Do we care? Does that mean? We shall see what happens next week. It looks like Issa does talk to Nathan in the hospital. She also gets that face-to-face with Crenshaw. And of course, Nathan is getting bullied in his own shop for being bipolar. So there's that. As always, thanks for checking out Tate's Take. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. In the comments, let me know what you think about the season. We are officially at the halfway mark. I don't know how we got here so fast. We're at the halfway mark. How do you feel about the show? A lot of people think it's dragging on. I don't think it's dragging. I think they're doing well. Last week was a little draggy, but I don't know. They're talking about some important shit. Thanks for the time, y'all. Peace.